4 police officers accused of killing Mthokozisi Ntumba have made their first appearance in the Johannesburg Magistrate's Court. They are facing charges of murder, 3 charges of attempted murder, and defeating the ends of justice. Ntumba was shot dead when police were dispersing protecting students last week at Wits University. eNCA's Mthokozisi Ntumba is in court and was following that story for us. Joining us now this lunchtime. Lindo, can you tell us what happened in court today?
Praten, I couldn't pick that up on my ear, but you're right. The 4 suspects suspected of killing Mthokozisi Ntumba have in fact appeared today for the first time at the Johannesburg Magistrate's Court. They are facing charges of murder, attempted murder, and of course defeating the ends of justice. But today we waited for a couple of hours before they had appeared. But when they actually appeared, it was a very fast process where all of them had their representatives ready. And one of the things that happened was that there was a unanimous decision, rather a request from most of their counsels saying that they want the bail application to be on the 24th of this particular month. But that was agreed upon by also the state. There is a discussion that was had inside court as to what exactly is the evidence that had brought these 4 men to be arrested. This was a question from one of the council members, or rather one of the defense members, who was in fact speaking on behalf of the other defense, on behalf of the other suspects. And one of the things that came out was that the post-mortem is yet to be received by the state, as well as the fact that they did not have the ballistic tests inside court. But one of the things they had made clear, this is the state, was that they did not depend upon, in fact, the CCTV footage or the post-mortem, and they believe that even despite that, they will be opposing successfully the bail application of many of these suspects. So the suspects are expected to make their formal bail application on the 24th of March, and we are expecting that the state will then be opposing the bail application. But one of the things that Pindim Jonondwane from the NPA said was that they want to keep their cards to their chest for now. They're saying that they won't be using CCTV footage or any witnesses to oppose this particular bail, but nevertheless they do believe that they have a strong case against the suspects to retain them in a prison while they wait for trial. But one of the things that we were told was that they will be at Hillbrow police station awaiting this particular bail application.
Okay, I don't think I'll be able to ask you a question because you couldn't hear me earlier, but I'm going to try. Kabashe, if you can hear me. What happened outside court? I'm just asking this because students from Wits University accompanied the procession when the body of Mthokozisi was being picked up by the pathology, the forensics pathology, and also they've expressed their support for the Ntumba family, and they've said they want to make sure that justice is done. Were they present in court?
They were outside court, but then there was a march moving from Wits University coming to this particular court to demonstrate their support for the Ntumba family, but they were not able to come inside. In fact, it was chaotic scenes for us as well, as many of the media houses, due to the interest, had come out to actually be part of the proceedings here. But we also were given a deal where we would then send our cameras inside for a brief moment, and then the reporters would then follow suit with the cameras exiting that particular room. But I can certainly tell you that there is a lot of support, particularly from the students themselves. And you speak about such an important moment. This was when Ntumba's body was being taken by that forensic vehicle, and you saw many of those students forming somewhat of a line that is almost signaling a guard of honor. But for a long time they have been calling for Ntumba's to actually get justice, and the Ntumba family to get justice in this regard. But of course the men that are before court are the ones that are being prosecuted for this. We do understand that they'll be making their formal bail application, but at this stage it does seem that that particular process of getting to the bottom of what has happened will be moving swiftly to the 24th. That's when we will be getting more evidence as to what exactly does the state have against these 4 men. But they did mention that CCTV footage, ballistics, as well as the post-mortem are some of the things that might likely be used when this particular case continues further. But then
in the in court now then.